Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. LeBron fans are mad at Kobe Bryant fans. They are not happy. They are crashing out all over the internet, and they out here saying crazy things. As you guys know, as we're currently speaking, LeBron James is homeless. He don't have a job, bro. He's jobless. And LeBron fans are looking for who to take their anger out on. And the latest person that decided this time around was Shannon Sharpe. So during a segment of his show, Nightcap, with him, Chad Johnson, and Joe Johnson, Shannon Sharpe says that he noticed that it's always Kobe fans and Michael Jordan fans that hate on LeBron James, why Bron fans always appreciate the greats. Shannon Sharpe, like, I don't know what to say about shit. Like, Shannon Sharpe is not serious when he talks LeBron James. Everybody knows the biggest hating ass fan base in NBA history is LeBron fan. They hate on everybody. They trash everybody. They trash even his own teammates. They only uplift him. All they do is hate. Who do you think came up with that whole done with the 90s and Jordan couldn't dribble left? And like, it's him. Who's the one that's always getting, whose agent is always getting called out for hating constantly? Is it not Rich Paul? Is it not Rich Paul that even tried to go as far as talk about, you know, Kobe and Michael Jordan grew up in a house where both of their parents were there. That's why they're selfish. Like, all kind of crazy stuff. But Shannon Sharpe is trying to make it seem like he's the victim. And this is the clown shit that I be talking about. Like, this is the clown shit I'm talking about. They're trying to make themselves victims when all they do is hate on people. That's literally all they do. Oh, go look at Gilbert Arenas. What was his show? Making fun of everybody else. This is all they do. Nick Wright. Go down the list. Shannon Sharpe. What did Shannon Sharpe always used to do on TV? I bet you Michael Jordan didn't do that. I bet you Michael Jordan didn't do that. But I don't know. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all trying to turn yourselves into victims and y'all out here looking crazy. We get it. Y'all are frustrated that LeBron got rejected by the Lakers, that he's currently unsigned after they said there were 10 to 12 teams that were interested in him. Like, come on, man. Like, take off the clown suit. Enough is enough with this, with your shenanigans, man. So what I want to do now is I want to play what Shannon Sharpe had to say here of him crying about this. And I want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shannon Sharpe crying over Michael Jordan and LeBron fans and Kobe fans.
I need a public apology when LA thrives without LeBron. Also, let's not forget the loaded roster he had in the bubble. He didn't win in LA by himself. So comparing pre-LeBron Lakers isn't fair. Kobe won by himself? So who won by themselves?
Nobody.
Now, you say LeBron, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to take an 8-year stretch. We're going to take Giannis's last 8 years in Milwaukee. We'll take Nikola Jokic's last 8 years in Denver. All of them won one championship. LeBron's a failure, so then so is Jokic and so is Giannis. Finals MVP, all three won Finals MVP. If LeBron's a failure, so is Jokic, so is Giannis. Now, but think about what we're doing here. We're taking LeBron year 16 to year 8, 24. Yeah. You're taking those guys in their prime.
Yeah. Right.
Think about what you're doing. So now I need you to take a guy. I need you to take. Now, what year is this? Giannis came in what? So this will be Giannis's 14th season. So I need you to take the next 8 years for Giannis. 8 years. So I'm going to assume let's just say he plays 22. I'm going to need you to take the next 8 years of Jokic, and then we'll compare. Nobody has won by themselves. That's what y'all, LeBron didn't win by himself. Who won the championship by themselves? Larry Bird had other Hall of Famers. Who's in the Hall of Fame? Kevin McHale's in the Hall of Fame. Robert Parrish is in the Hall of Fame. Dennis Tiny Archibald is in the Hall of Fame. Bill Walton is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if Dennis Johnson, I think DJ is in the Hall of Fame, I think. So Magic had Kareem, Worthy, Bob McAdoo, Jamal Wilkes. So He didn't win by himself. Shaq had Kobe. Jordan had Pippen. I mean, all these guys had top 50 players, so only LeBron was expected to win by himself. I'm just trying to figure it. What did LeBron ever do? I've never. It's cause the problem that I have is that if you think about it, Joe, if you really think about it, Ocho, on the surface level,
Yeah.
Jordan and Kobe fans hate LeBron. LeBron fans don't hate Jordan and Kobe.
Right.
They appreciate the greatness. Just because I say LeBron is great, that doesn't mean Kobe and Jordan
Right.
isn't.
Right.
But how many times LeBron will score 50. What did they say, Joe? Jordan would have scored 70. Kobe would have had 80. That's it. You can appreciate all three of them. You can have your favorite without trying to dump down on the other. People like Bird, but nobody tried to put down Magic and Jordan. People like Magic. Nobody tried to put down Jordan and Bird. People like Dr. J, but they didn't try to put down Kareem. Even if you like Shea, don't nobody try to put down Luka. Don't nobody try to put down Ant-Man. Don't nobody try to put down Jokic. But look, I hope the Lakers do good. I'm not going to lose sleep anyway. Either way. I'm a Luka fan. I wish him well. Austin Reeves, he's my example that I use of a guy that got better and better and better when you put the work in. So obviously I want to see him continue to succeed.
Yeah.
But y'all know I'm a LeBron fan. I've been a LeBron fan. But I don't get it. Hey, I'll be glad. So then I ain't got nobody. I don't have to make no more arguments for LeBron. Once he retire, I ain't got to make no more arguments for him. Ocho, ISO, you need to win the game.
So you saw that there. Let me also say this. Michael Jordan fans were never checking for LeBron fans. It's you LeBron fans that try to push this whole GOAT debate. You're the guys that are always trying to tear down Michael Jordan's legacy. So Jordan fans were forced to respond to you. You guys, including your leader, is the one that continuously pushes this GOAT debate. So those guys are on defense. They're reacting to the stuff that you guys say. But for Shannon Sharpe to talk about LeBron always gives his pride. No, he doesn't. LeBron went on Pat McAfee and all the old players. He goes on his own show. That's what he does. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He the whole NBA history when he said in 2016 that made him the GOAT. Even Isaiah Thomas, who's a known Michael Jordan hater, had to come out and say something to him. Like, yo, dog, we said that about you. You don't say that about yourself. But now you're trying to make it seem like LeBron and his fans are the class act. Who are you fooling? Like, who are y'all fooling with all of these lies and your shenanigans? Like, knock it off, man. Don't nobody want to hear that. Pack these up and get them out the way, bro. Enough of this fan base. So as you guys know, LeBron James is currently jobless. He's not signed. Nobody knows what's going to happen to him. All of the major free agency moves have already been made. But LeBron James is still out there lingering in the dust, right? Especially after his agent at the time, Rich Paul, had made the comments where he said that 10 to 12 teams, right? 10 to 12 teams were interested in signing LeBron. I want to put up the post here. This is from Legion of Hoops. It says, Rich Paul says everyone wants LeBron on his team, on their team. Says, the other day I said 10 to 12 teams reached out. As of today, outside of one organization, maybe two, I've heard from every team in the entire league via Game Over podcast. Every team. Well, okay. So you heard what Rich Paul had to say there. So what happened? As you guys know, Rich Paul did a show recently with Max Kellerman, Game Over podcast or whatever. And there's a particular clip going viral because Rich Paul essentially put up a whiteboard where he was talking about where LeBron would go. And in this case, he was talking about the Philadelphia Sixers and some other teams. And the San Antonio Spurs were on the list. Now, before we get to the joke part of it, I want you guys to watch the video because it is absolutely hilarious. Then we'll come back. Take a look at the video here.
Philadelphia, everything changed.
Do they have his attention as Windhorst is reporting?
How could you not have the attention when you have Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, and Embiid?
They're missing. All they really need here is a power forward who can think the game and shoot.
That's why he's in the middle. But think about it. So what is it? He loves Maxey. So we don't even have to talk about that. I think he helps VJ understand really how to play the game.
VJ's a baby and he's already
super
good.
talented, plays both ends of the floor, plays hard every night. The benefit that he gets, it would be ridiculous. Obviously, Jaylen Brown, right? Let me give you an X factor about the Sixers, though. We forgot about something. Jameer Nelson is a part of the front office, ex-player. Mike Gansey, Mike Gansey's an Ohio guy. Played against us in high school. There's a picture floating around that Mike Gansey's brother put out of Mike Gansey and LeBron that were a part of the high school Ohio All-Americans for the season.
Does LeBron remember guys like Gansey?
Absolutely.
Like, I don't just mean run into them.
No.
In other words, continuously the whole time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Let me tell you, he remembers every.
No, I'm not saying. Of course, he knows who he is now. I'm saying, but in other words, it was never like, oh yeah, you were the guy from who I used to play. He's just known him the whole time.
No, he knows Tony Stockman, Andrew Lavender, Mike Gansey, Mike Woods. He knows everybody. Emmanuel Smith may.
So you saw the video there, right? Well, it looks like the San Antonio Spurs, another piece of news came out afterward of the San Antonio Spurs announcing something totally different. So now I want to show you the post. This is from Courtside Buzz. Came out today. It says, San Antonio Spurs are not expecting to pursue LeBron James after signing Tobias Harris. Report. San Antonio Spurs are not expected to pursue LeBron James after signing Tobias Harris, according to Amari Stein of Steinline. Harris signed a 2-year, $31 million deal with San Antonio. Thoughts? One person wrote, wow. Another guy said, hey, LeBron, Tobias is here. We're all good. Another guy said, Tobias Harris, and he's laughing. One guy said, LeBron would take that team to the top. Harris disappeared when the Pistons needed him the most. Another person said, Tobias Harris over me, like at LeBron James. Another guy said, not going to lie, the Spurs kind of dumb for that one. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, guys. There's no way to say it. ESPN every single day is scrambling to put out stories about why teams should go for LeBron and how he would be a boon to the roster if they were able to sign him. They're saying all of these things, but we're not hearing anything else. All of the major title contenders, no one is, first of all, what all of this says, for the simple fact that he's willing to accept the minimum, says nobody's willing to pay him that. Look, let's go over the facts again. LeBron had a $52.6 million play option on the table with the Lakers. Generally, what teams do at that point is they agree to extensions. The Lakers said no. Take your $52.6 million and please go home. LeBron picks up his player option. Then we get to the offseason. Everybody's debating Gilbert Arenas, Gil's Arena, those people over there. Is Austin Reeves worth this? Is Austin Reeves worth that? They all kept on talking about Austin Reeves, right? And how they should prioritize LeBron over Austin Reeves. The Austin Reeves ain't worth nothing but a bag of chips. Then we hear that the Brooklyn Nets were in play. Then they disappear. Then we hear that the Detroit Pistons were going to pay Austin Reeves over $200 million. The Lakers acted swiftly. They paid him $185 million. Austin Reeves was able to prove there's a marketplace out for them. So they paid him the money. LeBron, who all of these guys were saying should have got Austin Reeves money, no team has stepped to the table to say, hey, look, we give you Mac. Where's the team? Where's the team? If there was a team that was willing to pay LeBron max money, why would he instruct his agent that he's open to veteran contracts? Wasn't it these guys saying early in the season that LeBron wants something that reflects his value? This all lies, man. Thank God for independent media, because if there was no independent media and it was just these guys talking, people fall hook, line, and sinker for this stuff. We already know earlier this season that they wanted the contract to reflect his value. Don't you remember when Brian Windhorst put out that comment? How did it go from that to all of a sudden now he focused on this? They're lying. This is what you call damage control. They're trying to control the narrative, forgetting that they had already reported on this stuff early in the year. Brian Windhorst said that LeBron would want you remember the story? LeBron would want the Lakers to explain to him what they plan on doing with the money. You remember all of that? Because he wanted max money. This was like 3-4 weeks ago. And then now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, money is not the fact. They're lying. All of this smoke and mirrors is just to save face. That is all it is, my boys. Ain't nothing more, ain't nothing less. They're trying to save face and to spare him the embarrassment. That is what's going on here. Y'all ready to laugh today? I'm ready to laugh. We gonna keep laughing. So as you guys know, LeBron James is currently homeless. Not in the sense that he doesn't have a house. He clearly has multiple houses. One would assume. But in terms of the NBA, he is homeless. Nobody has signed him yet. And his spin masters are out there spinning. They're lying and lying and lying. The recent report is that money does not a factor, and all of a sudden his happiness. 3 weeks ago, the same people saying money wasn't, the same ones reporting, LeBron is going to want the Lakers to explain to him what they're going to be doing with the free agency money before he takes they're just lying. And they continue to do it like as if we don't know that that's what they're doing. They're lying. The only people that believe what comes out of the mouth of these people are LeBron fans because they're living in a delusion. Everybody else sees through it. It's all lies. 3 weeks ago, the reports were LeBron was expecting to take nothing less than what his value represents. And the Lakers would have to explain to him what their plans are to do with the money if they're not planning to give him max dollars. Now, all of a sudden, a veteran minimum is on the table. Y'all are embarrassing yourselves with this reporting, man. Y'all just out here making up, changing the story every week. So what happened? Came across a video. You know how I've been making the statement about how you had Shams going on TV doing PowerPoint presentations? Folks, that's exactly what happened. Rich Paul went on his show with Game Over with him and Max Kellerman. This man put up a whiteboard. I kid you not. A whiteboard to explain all of the various possible machinations that could take place in the offseason. And then in one of them, he openly admitted that LeBron was going to go to the Knicks had the Knicks not won the NBA championship. We want to play the video for you now. I want you guys to laugh as loud as you can because it is that damn pathetic. And then we'll come back and continue on with the show.
I think it's difficult, right? Because the last thing you want to do is mess up something like that, right? The Knicks has a good thing going. That'll be, if the Knicks hadn't have won, there would be no board.
He'd be going to the Knicks.
He'd be going to the Knicks.
Interesting.
But the fact that they won.
I always thought that eliminated them. But the more I think about it, Rich.
Well, it's a player thing, Max.
The Knicks can only afford vet minimums right now. They got rid of Mitchell Robinson because James Dolan, in spite of the fact that it took 53 years for them to win a championship, and the reports are his front office wanted them in the second apron for Mitchell Robinson, refused to go there, and he signs away with the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks have their hands tied by the second apron. They need cheap contracts. The rest of the conference got better. They have gotten a little worse. Mm-hmm. Knicks are weaker than they were. By the way, do they win that game if Mitchell Robinson doesn't get that offensive rebound, right? They don't have him anymore. They don't have his backup center anymore. They've lost stuff. I think it's a little different than it was.
LeBron's always judged different, though, Max. I understand what you're saying as a fan of the Knicks and as someone who has been around sports forever. But he's just always judged different, and that's a very fragile thing. And he's been a part of championship teams, and you've never been here's the thing. He's been a part of a championship team with people coming onto the team. when LeBron comes onto your team, I don't care if you just won a championship. I don't care if you've been the best player. It's different, man. His enterprise value and what he just carries is different.
And I respect the fact
Mike Brown knows this.
And I respect the fact that he wouldn't, and you guys wouldn't want to mess that up for the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson would literally have to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, man, it's no issue with me. It's no issue with me."
Jalen, balls in your court.
And I'm not saying that would make him make his decision.
But at least it would put him on the table.
Yeah, because you got to respect that.
Have the Knicks called?
Yeah.
Knicks checked in?
They checked in.
So you saw it there. All right. Now, in another post, he put up LeBron James's realistic destination. I want you guys to look at this one here too. They have, let me look at this post here because this post is hilarious. It has top left, Steph Rode, whatever it is, Steph and Dre, okay. It goes Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, Embiid. Then it has Dallas, Masai, Oil. Did I read that right? Oil. Golf. Is that macaroni? I don't know what else it said. Then it had Brandon Tatum. Then under that it has Mitchell, Wiggins, Giannis, Bam. Then it has Ant, Melo, McDaniels, Gobert. Then it has Johnson, Murray, Gordon, Jokic. Then it has Knicks, Spurs. Let me say this. You remember when Nick Wright was floating the idea of LeBron signing with the Knicks? Look, LeBron fans are the most disgraceful set of people walking the planet Earth. These guys are allergic to competition. Seriously. The easy route and LeBron fans are like 5 and 6. Taking the easy way out is like 5 and 6 with LeBron. They're always together. For LeBron to win championships, he must always stack the deck. When Nick Wright, remember when I said it a few weeks ago that they were hoping the Knicks, of course they were hoping the Knicks would lose. They were hoping the Knicks would lose so he could go there and then try to win. And then if he goes, LeBron James helped bring the New York Knicks back a title, knowing damn well he ain't had to do with that team. So when the Knicks won, they lost that opportunity. You were planning on joining the team that just lost the finals? These people are shameless. These people are shameless. Michael Jordan came back to the NBA. He didn't go play with Kobe Bryant and Shaq. He didn't go play with Tim Duncan and the Spurs. He didn't go to Philly to join Allen Iverson or go to Boston and go play with Paul Pierce and Walker or Antoine Walker or go to, I can't think of somebody, go play with Vince Carter out there with the Raptors or the Nets, whoever he was with at the time. Jordan came back and played for the Wizards and tried to do his best. Not LeBron fans. They always looking for the easy pass. This is what they're doing. They're trying to actually steal a ring on his way out. And then we'll use the narrative. LeBron is the first man that won a title with 4 teams. Can you even believe it? Can you even believe? These people are shameless. They are shameless. They laugh at Michael Jordan, his wizardry. Who was MJ playing with? Go look it up. Who was Michael Jordan's teammate when it was 40 compared to LeBron James? They don't talk about none of this. This is why I don't take this fan base seriously. They don't even care about competition. It's like, bro, Knicks fans are like, nah, dog, we good. You can stay. New York? New York City. Did you see what happened the last time LeBron was in New York when they ran down on him on the street? He tried to play that dude when he asked him for an autograph and he tried to do Hollywood on him. He started lighting his ass up right there on the corner. What you think this is? You gonna go to New York and be acting bougie? They gonna flame you. LeBron ain't outside like that. You can't rock in that city like that. You gotta get out in the town, bro. You gotta walk around. You gotta let the city feel you and let you know you around. That hot in his penthouse. What are you talking about? You're gonna be in New York and you're afraid to come outside. You don't want to interact with the fans, but you're gonna be in New York City. Go look at how all of them celebrities be rolling around in New York, bro. LeBron probably gonna take a helicopter to land on top of the Garden just to go to the games because he don't want to interact with nobody. And if you know the Knicks lose, you know they're gonna be on his ass. You can't come outside. You talking about you want to go to the Knicks? You better go play with the Magic or somebody else. New York City ain't the city for you. I'm just keeping it a bean. They're not going for it. And this dude was actually trying to go to the Knicks. How about y'all just go home? Shout out to all the Kobe fans in attendance. We was able to get your boy packed up out of there. You see what they did to that old man over there? Y'all see what they did to that old man over there? Y'all seen it, bro. We got this man the hell up out of here. And his fan base is absolutely pissed. They over here crying on the internet. Oh, man, look what they did to LeBron. They targeting LeBron James. This ain't right. Why Kobe fans hating? They getting at me on Instagram. By the way, for those of y'all that follow me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. And also follow us on DREAMERSPRO. Same name as the channel, DREAMERSPRO on IG. We getting at them over there. They mad. They tight. And now they're crashing out because their king is jobless. And they're looking for who to blame. Like, that's exactly what they're looking at and looking for. And Shannon Sharpe was the first one to crash out this morning, going at Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant fans for LeBron James. And then it was just more of it on the internet, man, where it was just more of it. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to play the video of Shannon Sharpe crying at Kobe Bryant fans for basically hating on LeBron James during his time in LA. Take a look at the what do you call it? The video here.
I need a public apology when LA thrives without LeBron. Also, let's not forget the loaded roster he had in the bubble. He didn't win in LA by himself, so comparing pre-LeBron Lakers isn't fair. Kobe won by himself? So who won by themselves?
Nobody.
Now, you say LeBron, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to take an 8-year stretch. We're going to take Giannis's last 8 years in Milwaukee. We'll take Nikola Jokic's last 8 years in Denver. All of them won one championship. LeBron's a failure, so then so is Jokic and so is Giannis. Finals MVP, all three won Finals MVP. If LeBron's a failure, so is Jokic, so is Giannis. Now, but think about what we're doing here. We're taking LeBron year 16 to year 8, 24. Yeah. You're taking those guys in their prime.
Yeah. Right.
Think about what you're doing. So now I need you to take a guy. I need you to take. Now, what year is this? Giannis came in what? So this will be Giannis's 14th season. So I need you to take the next 8 years for Giannis. 8 years. So I'm going to assume let's just say he plays 22. I'm going to need you to take the next 8 years of Jokic, and then we'll compare. Nobody has won by themselves. That's what LeBron didn't win by himself. Who won the championship by themselves? Larry Bird had other Hall of Famers. Who's in the Hall of Fame? Kevin McHale's in the Hall of Fame. Robert Parrish is in the Hall of Fame. Dennis Tiny Archibald is in the Hall of Fame. Bill Walton is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if Dennis Johnson, I think DJ is in the Hall of Fame, I think. So Magic had Kareem, Worthy, Bob McAdoo, Jamal Wilkes. So he didn't win by himself. Shaq had Kobe. Jordan had Pippen. I mean, all these guys had top 50 players. So only LeBron was expected to win by himself. I'm just trying to figure out, what did LeBron ever do? I've never. It's the problem that I have is that if you think about it, Joe, if you really think about it, Ocho, on the surface level,
yeah,
Jordan and Kobe fans hate LeBron. LeBron fans don't hate Jordan and Kobe.
Right.
They appreciate the greatness. Just because I say LeBron is great, that doesn't mean Kobe and Jordan isn't.
Right.
But how many times LeBron will score 50. What did they say, Joe? Jordan would have scored 70. Kobe would have had 80. That's it. You can appreciate all three of them. You can have your favorite without trying to dump down on the other. People like Bird, but nobody tried to put down Magic and Jordan. People like Magic. Nobody tried to put down Jordan and Bird. People like Dr. J, but they didn't try to put down Kareem. Even if you like Shea, don't nobody try to put down Luka. Don't nobody try to put down Ant-Man. Don't nobody try to put down Jokic. But look, I hope the Lakers do good. I'm not going to lose sleep anyway. Either way. I'm a Luka fan. I wish him well. Austin Reeves, he's my example that I use of a guy that got better and better and better when you put the work in. So obviously I want to see him continue to succeed.
Yeah.
But y'all know I'm a LeBron fan. I've been a LeBron fan. But I don't get it. Hey, I'll be glad. So then I ain't got nobody. I don't have to make no more arguments for LeBron. Once he retire, I ain't got to make no more arguments for him. Ocho, ISO, you need to win the game.
So you saw that there, right? Now I got another post. No, matter of fact, from that same post, I just want to go through some of the comments because LeBron fans have just been crashing out all day long. They just been getting them. I want to see if I can find the post. It looks like I can't find it here. But some Kobe fans be getting them. Like one person said, LeBron fans are the worst. They're constantly putting down NBA greats to make LeBron's case for being the GOAT. Another person got it, Shannon Sharpe. He said none of them proclaim themselves to be the GOAT. Get this dumbass argument out of here. That's the difference. And it's just one thing after another. Another guy says, stop the cap. Jordan played plumbers. Jordan stats inflated. Jordan couldn't win. He needed Phil Jackson. And it just went on and on. Like there's a whole bunch of it. He said it's always LeBron fans hating on Kobe fans and Jordan. So anyway, let me tell y'all what's happening right now. LeBron fans are not happy. They are not happy, and they feel like Kobe Bryant's former agent, Rob Pelinka, engineered LeBron James being kicked off of the team. That is what they truly think. They think this thing is a conspiracy against LeBron. There was a video that we did a live about where one of LeBron's friends went at the Lakers organization and Rob Pelinka. I want to put it up here. It says, this is from 73&9 and They Lied. It's a huge Twitter account, and this post was viewed 1.3 million times. It said, Anthony Davis practically begged Rob Pelinka to get him a center alongside him for years. Rob Pelinka didn't budge. AD got backdoored. Bron low-key got backdoored. And now he want to be a competent GM now that the duo that won you a championship is gone. You can't make this SHI, you know what up, LOL, snake emoji, right? So LeBron fans are not happy about this. But to them, I say this. Who cares? Who cares what makes you guys sad or happy? Nobody cares. LeBron was not a Laker fan. He wasn't a Laker. LeBron fans are not Laker fans. Matter of fact, LeBron fans are making it known that their number one enemy next year is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to be hate watching the Lakers. They're going to hope they lose every single game that they play. Just because the Lakers told their king, we don't want your services. And this is what they are already preparing to do that. Don't get it twisted. They're pissed, but I don't care. They can go kick rocks. This was never LeBron's franchise. He said it never came there. The fan base never wanted him there. And now everybody's rejoicing in the street. As a matter of fact, I just heard before going live that, what's his name, just got traded. DeAndre Ayton got traded to the Washington Wizards. And I absolutely love it. We getting all of the dusty buckets out the building. He was somebody that had to go. He was terrible, and he had to go.